just really blows my mind how people just can't. So you don't like the person? That's fine. You don't believe what they believe? That's fine. But what makes you think you have any sort of entitlement, and not you, the other person, to blast other people because it's not the same as you? It's ridiculous. It's like, because you didn't crumble, because you didn't fall into allowing them to control you anymore, they can't stop constantly watching you, even though supposedly they can't stand you. This is very strange. Very annoying, actually, because it's like, if you ain't happy with yourself, that's not your problem. The Hermit. So the words that this person has said to you and behind your back that you know about, because again, you are very much protected. Your spirit team is well aware of when your name is brought up and what's said, which then you're aware of when your name is brought up and what is said. But because those people that are throwing shade don't think highly of you, they can't even wrap this around in their head that you would think something like that. That you'd be able to know something like that. And that's why sometimes you're catching yourself falling back a little, kind of closing off to things a little bit. But I'm being shown that this is a good thing. Not falling off of any wagons that you're on, because the wagons you're on are good for you. You're on good paths. But when you have to digress and just kind of vent about situations or vent about what's being said, that's fine. Do that. Allow yourself the time to sit with it. That's what I'm being told. Sit with it. It's not that you have to sit with it and think, well, what did I do wrong? What is going on here? No. It's sitting with it for you to come to the realization that you didn't do anything to deserve this type of treatment. If the parting ways was supposed to just be parting ways, and that's exactly what you're doing, but the other one is being sneaky and using social media to do so, and then say things about you without actually saying your name, sit in it. Because it's a reminder of what type of person you're dealing with. It's a reminder that because of the type of person you're dealing with, definitely do not waste your energy on that BS. We have the Seven of Cups here. Celebration. It's not only a celebration of the fact that you can sit in stillness. You're learning to sit in stillness. And your faith, which you believe, is what helped you get there. And the work that you've been putting into it. But this brings gifts to you. Because when people do things to people who don't deserve them, and I say this all the time, when you're dealing with people who think that nobody sees and nobody hears, again, that's why the joke is on them. You already know. You've already been shown. You've already been told. You've already been given a sign before they even made the move. Why? Because you are an intuitively, highly spiritual person. So the joke is on them. And then we have the Judgment card here. Why do you think that is? Well, I'm about to tell you why. Judgment will always come for the ones that need to pay their debts. And when somebody intentionally goes out of their way to either think or speak ill of someone like you, when you've done nothing to deserve it, and you're also not throwing any shade in their direction, judgment is coming. And it's not a judgment of, well, let's tip the scales and see how it is. No, their scales are already like this. They've had their tests. They had their trials and tribulations, and they failed. And you were the test. And they failed. Bad. Oh, are you sticking out there? The King of Pentacles. They really, really, really thought that they were going to affect your progress, which is sickening, to be honest, that anybody would want to try to do that to somebody and not expect a repercussion. Except the difference is they're expecting you to blow. They're expecting you to lash back out. But you don't have to. You don't have to. They heard it all. God saw it all. You don't have to do anything. It's out of your hands. And when the judgment hits, it's still out of your hands. Debts are owed at that point. Yep, look. 10 of Swords. Debts are owed. And for you, you're just living life. You know what I'm hearing? Oh, what's his name? I always forget his name. You just keep on keeping on. Keep on living. That's what I'm hearing, which has come up before in a reading. But that's funny. They're very humorous. The Wheel of Fortune. You're at peace with this whole scenario. Yes. Will it bother you when you hear things or see things? Of course it will. But is it affecting you? No. And that's exactly why your Wheel of Fortune is spinning perfectly. And this is why they are eventually going to see what comes to those who think it's okay to go at people and after people that don't deserve that treatment. Just saying is all. Did we have another one go like that? No, we didn't. All right, go to the last part.